Facing the Arabian Gulf, the UAE is surrounded by salt water on one side and mostly dry desert on the other. Its typically warm climate boasts less than 15 centimeters of rainfall each year, definitely not enough to sustain the nation, making it one of the most 10 arid countries in the world. In fact, as of 2018, the UAE consumed about 15% of the world's desalinated water.
All our drinking water in the UAE is coming from desalination. Some small cities and small areas in the UAE that still rely on groundwater, but almost 98% of water coming from desalination. And to put in the context of water security, we see it that, okay, so the water, the seawater is a limited resources, but also we are exposed to very high risk in any accidental environmental pollution. You know that the GCC, the Gulf region, it's the most busy waterway for oil tankers. 20 million barrels per day navigate next to the Hormuz Strait. All the export, like 80% of Saudi export, all the export of Qatar, Kuwait, Iraq, part of Iran will navigate through the Hormuz Strait, that a couple of kilometers from the UAE coastline. So imagine if something accidental happened, major oil spill happened. So we have to shut down desalination plants.
We don't invest in new trends, and only because the inertia that we have, the level of assets that have been developed is so huge for it to be moved and to have that change of technology paradigm is not easy to do. And that where policymakers, researchers should come into and support the utility companies in ensuring and acknowledging these challenges as practitioners faced on daily issues.
So Dubai is very advanced in terms of utilizing or making optimal use of treated water, but the strategy also define what we need to do next. I think we still don't have a network, I think, within the neighboring. We have network toward big user like mall, for TSC I meant like 5 stars hotel, the parks as well. But I think in terms of reaching the last customer, that is something that we could work on the horizon of 2030 and beyond.
If we're talking about the long-term sustainability of the country and the region, water, of course, plays a very pivotal element, and we need to make sure that water source, which is desalination, meeting the potable needs, at least of the UAE, is in fact sustainable itself and coming from a sustainable source of energy.